Now, from the Action 4 studios, Sports Director Clay Williams and Joe Bowling bring you the best in Valley High School football from the week past and for the week ahead. Highlights, analysis, and predictions from all across the Valley. It's time for Sunday Sports Extra.
It is time for Sunday Sports Extra. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I'm Action 4 Sports Director Clay Williams here to talk about Week 2 of the Valley High School football playoffs and Week 3 to come. With me, as always, Action 4 Sports reporter Joe Bowling. And joining us this week, our special guest from the Monitor, Todd Oredenker. You've got 2 teams left out of the 3 still going.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it works. Hey, if it wouldn't be a meeting between the Valley's 2 best teams unless we had some controversy and a great game, right? That's what happened yesterday. Harlingen and Sharyland. Harlingen hits a field goal at the end of the first half, hits another one in the second half, and takes a lead over the Rattlers. Meanwhile, the Rattlers can't get it going. They've got a quarterback change. Lance Madden is out. Brandon Garza is in. The field goal is no good. Harlingen's going to put it in and salt away the game, right? Wrong. Fidencio Gonzalez with the fumble right here, and it is recovered. Yeah, look, it is recovered by Sharyland. It should have been a big lead for Harlingen. Instead, look at it. It's Garza to Shawn Landez. Look at the move he puts on there, and Superman into the end zone for the go-ahead score. Brandon Garza for Harlingen had another shot at it, but this one goes just a little bit long, and it's not going to work. And it is Sharyland running out the clock and winning 23-20 over the Harlingen Cardinals.
One play here, one play there. The turnover when Harlingen was going in was certainly a key play in this game, and we told our boys all week, we're going to win. We're going to win, boys, and you need to make sure that those thoughts are in your mind.
They've been saying we're the best defense in the Valley, and we believe it. I mean, we know that we're the best, and we just have to prove it to the rest of the world that we're the best.
Sharyland's Christian Martinez and Coach Ron Adame talking there. So next up for Sharyland, yeah, just like last year, deja vu all over again. It is San Antonio Madison 9-3. That game Friday afternoon at Buccaneer Stadium, part of a doubleheader at Buck Stadium that day. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, right across town, Converse Judson and Laredo United will be waiting. Whoever wins those 2 games will go for the regional final in Week 4 of the playoffs. But first, let's talk about this Sharyland-Harlingen game. And Todd, let's start with you on this one. A lot of weird things happened in this game, not the least of which was the quarterback change. Brandon Garza comes in, Diego Chrysler injured. Your thoughts on the change and how Garza acquitted himself in that second half for Sharyland?
Well, I thought he played pretty well, all things considered, and I thought it was an injury at first, and then post-game, Coach Adame said they just wanted a little spark, and, Madden got his bell rung a few times, so whether that's true or not, we don't know. We have to take his word for it. So it was an interesting decision. I thought it worked at the beginning. Garza came in, ran the football effectively. They got into the goal line and they had to settle for the field goal, which was missed, and that was a little iffy. But it wound up working out for the best for them. They won the game, and you can't really argue with that.
Yeah, Joe, your thoughts on the quarterback switch up and what Lance Madden was able to do in that first half?
Lance Madden did what he had to do when the wind was at his back. He wasn't an effective thrower of wind in his face, but he did what he had to do in that first quarter and took advantage of situations. The third quarterback, different wrinkle, different look. Now you got to scout him a third way if you want to take a look at their offense.
Yeah, and plus it makes it confusing for all of us when you've got 2 quarterbacks named Brandon Garza on the field at different times. But what Harlingen fans will remember from this game might be the fumbles. Did they happen? Did they not? Did Sharyland give up the ball? Did the refs call him down when he shouldn't have been down a couple of times? Well, your thoughts on that. What did you see, Todd? And did it end up making a difference in this game?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can't sit there and be the ref or anything. We have to. You watch the NFL. They have the super slow-mo, and you can actually see when his knee hit or something. 1 or 2 of the fumbles from Madden that Harlingen really wanted to me looked like he was down. But just in the years I've been covering high school football, I've never seen that many times where the refs have called fumbles rolled by the ground. So it was interesting in that sense, but I know the Sharyland fans want to say, stop whining about the refs, and the Harlingen fans want to complain about the refs. So, you look at it both ways. The game happened as it happened. There were close calls, and Sharyland sort of got the favor of them, but they won the game, so you can't really argue.
Is it a little ironic, Joe, maybe because Harlingen complained about the fumbles in the first half, that they were looking harder at Harlingen in that second half, and that's when Harlingen gave up the fumble, and, of course, the offsides that ended up costing them the game?
By the third one, one, yeah, the groaning and the moaning had gone from the stands down to the field. And so, yeah, it could have very well got in the referee's ears enough that they were looking a little harder. And even that touchdown there, or non-touchdown fumble, isolate that, yeah, with the benefit of slow motion and all of that replay, could have maybe got it what it is. But it is what it is. You still got to make plays, and every coach will tell you that.
Talk about making plays. Shawn Landez of Sharyland, definitely the star of the game. Look at the hits he lays on some Harlingen receivers here. Boom, yeah. Some Harlingen folks thought that maybe those should have been called. I think they look like good hits to me. Landez playing both ways in this game, getting it done on defense, getting it done on offense, of course, with the winning score. Todd, Shawn came up big in the biggest game of his career.
Oh, he played one of the best games I've seen somebody play since I've been covering high school football in the Valley. I mean, you saw the big hits. He had the 2 touchdowns. He was all over the field, couple big runs, big play on special teams. He was unbelievable, and there's still another year to go. That's the thing.
That's the great thing. We get to watch him for another year. But now, Shawn Landez and Sharyland get to go up against Madison. Joe, last year, this game, 40-13 in favor of the Mavericks. They've lost their big running back, Wolford, who did so much against them last year. But your thoughts on this Sharyland team? Are they better than they were last year? Can they be?
Well, they can be, but I'm not so sure you want to take Madison for granted again. Last year, Sharyland went up against Madison thinking, okay, we proved everyone we're better than Harlingen, and now we'll show you by what we do against Madison. They got kind of put back in check. This time around, the benefit for Sharyland, what might make them better, is that they're not going to be shell-shocked. They know what to prepare for now. You can see it on film all day long, but now you got kids that played against this, and so that might be the only reason I could say they'll be better against Madison.
Same venue as last year, Buck Stadium, Todd. Will it be the same result?
In essence, yeah. I mean, I don't think Sharyland's going to be able to beat Madison, but I think it'll be closer than last year. They're going to be a little bit more ready. Sharyland's defense is better than it was last year, and Madison's probably not exactly the same team as it was last year, but they still got the quarterback back, and they still have Byron Daniels, one of their wide receivers, who's like 8 feet tall. So
right.
No Warford though, but it's still going to be pretty tough for
And
Sharyland.
it is really tough to say that the Sharyland team without Trace Barrera and without Estefan Castillo could be better than last year's, but I do believe the whole is more than the sum of the parts, but I don't think that's going to get it done against Madison. When we come back on Sunday Sports Extra, we're going to talk about the Kings of the Sea, the big Silver Tarpons, and what they were able to do this past yesterday against Orange Grove. It's when we come back.